What's up, everybody? My name is Dennis, aka Mr. 808, and in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to another song by Ren. The song is called Suicide. But before I get into it, there is something I need to address. I just recently reacted to a song by Ren called Hi Ren. I posted it yesterday morning, and to my absolute shock, fucking blown away, you guys drove that video up to over 7,000 views, like 400 or 500 comments, 1 point something thousand likes, and because of that one video, you guys officially made me to where I'm able to monetize my channel. I just have to go submit the, all the little shit or whatever in order to do it. But I officially broke 1,000 subscribers. Because of that video, I broke the 4,000 watch hours that's needed in order to monetize my channel. And I want to let you guys know that I've had this channel for almost 20 years, since 2006. I pretty much did nothing with it for 18, 19 years. I put a couple songs of mine on there years and years ago, but then deleted them because they weren't getting views. And long story short, about a month and a half ago, I told my girlfriend I want to start reacting to music videos. I think I would be great at it. I know people enjoy reactions, and since I've been making music myself on a professional level for 20 plus years, I felt that I would be someone that can break down music a little better than other people reacting to music out there. I feel like I have more to offer, and that the stuff I say comes from the heart. Whether I'm talking shit about a song or whether I'm criticizing it, whether I'm giving it props, I feel like it means more coming from someone with my background. So I decided to go ahead and turn my 20-year-old channel that I've had since 2006 into a reaction channel where I would react to music. And at the time when I fired up the channel again and started throwing my first videos on here about a month and a half ago, I told my girlfriend, I'm going to do it, but if I don't get, I set a goal. I told her if I can get at least 1,000 subscribers by January 1st of 2025, I will know that I'm doing the right thing and that, I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep doing it. I told her if I do not get 1,000 subs by January, I'll probably just delete all the stuff off the channel, and it is what it is. At least I gave it a try. You guys brought me over 800 subscribers in 24 hours worth of time, and I can't even begin to explain to you how much that means to me. It makes me feel like I'm on the right path. I'm finally doing something and using my creativity and my sarcastic humor and the fact that I'm always criticizing people in life. My grandfather that raised me, my grandparents raised me, but my grandfather used to always say to me when I was young, Dennis, why do you always feel like you have to criticize everybody? Why are you always criticizing everything? And I struggled throughout life, all through my teens, mental health issues, ADHD, bipolar, fucking multiple personalities, can't sit still for shit. I could be sober as shit and people think I'm tweaking on drugs when literally it's just unmedicated ADHD. Long story short, I have had a very, very difficult life navigating through life with no real help, no real support. My family's not there for me. The friends that I did have are no longer around. My best friend Andrew unfortunately commits suicide in 2017. Him and I were best friends, inseparable. I met this guy when I was 14 years old. He lived 2 houses down from me, and we were practically inseparable for the 20 years I knew him. He was the only person that I had ever met in my life who accepted me for who I am. Even when it came to the impulsive shit I would do just for attention, even when I talk a lot of shit, I like to talk shit. I like to, in a playful way. I don't purposely shit on people, but I like to talk shit. Long story short, my personality can be very hard for most people to deal with. Hell, I could barely deal with my own personality at times. I got demons in my head always telling me I'm not good enough, that tell me you're wasting your time, that you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. And the only reason why I'm saying all this is because after I did that Ren reaction yesterday, and I read all the hundreds of comments, every single person was saying, they were just giving me positive energy. So shout out to you guys. I greatly appreciate the views. I greatly appreciate the subs. And I even more appreciate the comments. Not a single person had anything bad to say. Not a single person shit on me for getting teary-eyed in that video. If you haven't seen that reaction, go check it out. I'll put it at the end of the video. It's called He Made Me Cry, because literally Ren made me cry. And I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting it, but he mentioned a line about suicide. It made me think of my best friend and how I never got help after my buddy passed away. I never talked to a professional. I never talked to a therapist. I barely even talked to my girl. I just closed life out. I completely just was in the darkest place for 5-6 years before my son, my 15-year-old son, moved in with me. And when he did move in with me for a few years, it helped me get out of that darkness that I was in. It made me realize that I'm not just living for me. I'm living for my son, and I'm living for my old lady that's been with me for 11 years, and God bless her for being with me for 11 years. I couldn't even put up with me for a few months. Trust me. I don't want to talk much more than that. I just wanted to reiterate that how thankful I am. My lady and I were running around the house refreshing YouTube every 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh my God, that's 600 subscribers. We were literally losing our shit. Now, I know 7K views might not be shit to some of you YouTubers out there. You might even look at 7K views and be like, oh man, that video did bad. We got to take it down. 7,000 views to me. You guys may have well gave me 50 million subscribers and handed me a bucket full of cash, because that's literally how I was feeling all day yesterday. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And for those of you that are new, again, my name is Dennis, aka Mr. 808. I'm going to be reacting to a song called Suicide. And the reason why I chose this song is because it is a difficult topic. I heard about it in the comments. Plenty of you guys commented that I should check this specific song out. And many of you said it's going to be difficult for me to digest this song, and I agree, it probably will be. But I will tell you, since I know what I'm getting into, I'm probably not going to cry. Because honestly, I don't cry ever. The fact that I cried in that video was fucking embarrassing for me, first of all. I didn't even want to post a video. Thank God I did, though. My lady talked me into it. I would have never posted that video if my lady didn't give me the go-ahead on it. But yeah, lost my buddy to suicide in March of 2017. Got the call. I just spoke with him the day before he took his life. He decided to go out in the garage where his father lives, where he was currently living, 33 years of age, and just randomly walked out into the garage, climbed up on his 90 Civic hatchback, and decided to hang himself in his garage where he grew up, 2 houses down from where I grew up. His father came home from work at about 4 or 5 p.m. that day and found his 33-year-old son swinging in the garage. A moment of silence for everyone that's lost somebody to suicide. I have not been the same since. I've not been as playful since. My sense of humor, I used to be the most hilarious, just joking around type of personality, and I still joke today, but not the way I used to since losing my best friend. It takes time. Every day it does get better. If you are someone that's recently lost someone to suicide, I promise you it does get better, but it takes time. It takes time, and you got to be willing to talk about it with someone that loves and cares about you, because if you don't talk about it, it's just going to eat you alive until next thing you know you're suffering from health problems. Stress is the #1 killer. The song's called Suicide. It's by Ren. Thank you so much for letting me ramble on in this intro. I normally don't talk for this long, but I felt like you guys had to hear some truths from me personally. Let's get into it. Shall we?
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. I like.
Can we acknowledge that this guy Ren has an absolutely beautiful voice when he starts singing? He's good. He's great at harmonizing. I didn't give him much of a shot at first when I first listened to the beginning of Ren. I hated that antagonistic kind of voice he had. But when he decides to sing, this man's actually got a hell of a voice. I'm digging the beat so far. I'm digging the calm kind of serenity of the instrumental thus far. I'm digging the video. It looks amazing. Shout out to whoever did the art for this video. It looks great. I just wish it didn't have to be about suicide. Someone's got to speak up on it.
I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night.
I love that harmonizing on the chorus.
Sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armor. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide.
Beautiful instrumental. I love the chorus. Yeah, beautifully done thus far.
Suicide, suicide. Suicide.
The video is a trip. Like, look at his face. The way his face is like changing super fast, like every fraction of a second. It's nuts. Like, you could pause it at one point, he looks completely different. You pause it at another point, it looks completely different. The artistic detail that went into this fucking video is absolutely superb.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide.
And really, I get the message. It feels like that. When you lose a loved one, someone that you care about, to suicide, for a long time, you don't even feel like yourself anymore. Like, stuff that you used to enjoy, you no longer enjoy. I've always been a huge gamer. I played this game called League of Legends every single day at the time when my buddy passed away. After he passed away, I haven't touched League of Legends even one time since, because he used to watch me stream that game, and I felt like it gave me PTSD. In fact, you guys, let me let you in on a little secret. I'm from Sacramento, California. I spent 33 years of my life growing up. I was raised out there, 33 years of my life in Sacramento, California. At 33 years of age, I moved away from Sacramento, California, on the whim to a completely different state where I don't know a single soul. I moved within 3 months of my best friend committing suicide. He died in March of 2017. I couldn't be around Sacramento anymore. Everything about my home Felt like the darkest fucking place on earth. I couldn't go to a hamburger joint anymore. I couldn't go to the skate park anymore. I couldn't drive around town anymore because literally everything would remind me of my best friend's suicide. For 5 years, there wasn't a day that went by where I wasn't consumed with and thinking about his suicide at some point. I had to escape. And here I am in northern Idaho, 8 years later. I don't even want to be here anymore. I realized I never wanted to be here. I just needed to escape. And the only way that I knew at the time that I could escape was to get the fuck out and leave my home and go as far away as I could to what's more or less a foreign land. I don't have friends out here. Never took time to even meet anybody out here. That's the other thing. Once I lost my best friend to suicide, I gave up on trying to make new friends. Because nothing... I guess in a way it's my weird way of like not going through the pain of finding out that someone else had done something harmful to themselves. I lost a friend in high school to suicide too. So AJ killing himself in 2017, that's not the first rodeo for me when it comes to suicide. By the time I was 33, I had not one, but two people that were close to me like this, that were literally like brothers to me, commit suicide. Eventually you get where you don't even want to make friends anymore out of fear of who's next. Literally feels that way. Just a little background about my story and how I could relate to fucking suicide. And I'm not gonna lie, I was suicidal. I ran around suicidal for a long time. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility.
Man. I don't want to get emotional on this one.
Same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the...
That's fact. When he died, I literally feel like I died. A part of me definitely died with him that day. It's hard to explain until you've gone through it.
I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd.
Fuck. We did it. We did it. I got through it. I didn't tear up. I was close. I got through it. It changed my voice a little bit. If that verse went on another 20 seconds, thing is I don't want to cry. I did all the crying I possibly could after he passed away. Like I said, for years I wasn't myself. I refused to play certain video games. I refused to make music. When he passed away, I was in the prime of my career, Him and I talked about getting a tour bus. Him and I talked about traveling. He was going to be my roadie. He was going to be the one that made sure that I showed up to these shows that I was supposed to do. He was going to be the one to make sure that I wasn't chilling by myself at some random ass hotel in some random ass town. This guy helped me buy a $7,000 PA system that would rock a full college gymnasium. So if I wanted to do a performance, I didn't have to go show up to some venue with shitty speakers, and when I rap, it sounds like this. You know, we've all been to rap shows, not all of us, but if you have been to a rap show at a real small venue, they are terrible. You can't even hear what the fuck these artists are saying. It's literally what it sounds like. And my buddy AJ, that took his life in 2017, decided that he would throw on his credit card a $7,000 QSC PA system with an 18 and two 15s and enough fucking bass to literally make my apartment complex crumble. I still got them in storage. Haven't used them the entire time I've been out here in Idaho. And what I didn't realize is when he bought me this PA system, he had already made it up in his head that he wasn't going to pay that credit card ever again. And at the time, I didn't know why. 2 months later, he killed himself. Fuck. On March 12th, 2017. March 12th, 2017. And now everywhere I go, that number 312 follows me. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I see 312 everywhere. I see it in patterns and numbers. Especially the number 12, as odd as it sounds. Whenever I feel a certain way, like I'm down and out and just like feeling miserable, I'll look up and I see the clock. The clock will say 12:12 or it'll say 3:12. And I know he's here with me at the end of the day. I truthfully do believe that there's either dimensions that are right next to us and our loved ones are always with us. They always have been. The ones that pass away, they're still around us. Or I believe that we're living in some kind of twisted fucking simulation, because there has been way too many. I've never been a religious person, never been spiritual, none of this shit. And ever since he passed away, there are far too many coincidences that make me think that we just die and that's all that happens. There's way more to this going on. I could go on and on for an hour regarding the loss of my brother. And you guys don't need to hear it. Just know that I could relate to Ren in more ways than just the mental illnesses that he's and the problems he suffered with Lyme disease, the health problems, the suicide, the music. I have 3 or 4 songs that I've written about my brother AJ, about him passing away, and I just don't bother posting them, because if you're an underground artist, nobody gives a fuck. This is why I'm reacting to music videos. I would rather be showing you guys my own music. I figured maybe build up a subscriber count doing reactions to other music that people already love. So far it's working. I'm bringing you guys in and you're subscribing. Eventually I would like to start showing you my music. And then maybe at that point you'll be willing to give me a chance. Because until recently, if I threw a song on YouTube and you saw some random song by Mr. 808, be honest, you wouldn't give a fuck. You wouldn't click on it. But now that I've been sharing some of my story with you, showing you that I am human, showing you that I might be an asshole, but I've been through a lot. I've been through hell and back, and I'm still here fighting, maybe then you'll give me a chance. The same way I gave Ren a chance. 2 thumbs up on the song. Of course it sucks that it has to be about suicide. The guy's amazing. This Ren guy's amazing. I can already tell I'm going to enjoy every song of his that I hear. Incredible story. Thank you for rocking with me. I know this video was a little longer, but I really wanted to address a little bit of my background, and yeah, I just felt weird for crying in that video. I felt really weird. I was raised in a household that men are not supposed to cry. No matter what, you're not supposed to cry. Where I was raised. But y'all let me do that, and it means the world to me. And not only that, you didn't talk shit in the comments. You guys were all polite as fuck. And I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what Ren song to do next. I already have a list of a few others. I'm gonna get around to the Joe one. Something Joe, I forgot the name. And then there's another one, Sick Boy, that you guys have been bringing up a lot. But let me know. I keep in touch. I try to reply back to all comments I get, even if it's just a thumb and a heart. I stay watching. Much love, everybody.